If you've ever tried to make this, but ended up with this is the show for you.
Nailed it.
Go! Go! The microwave ain't working.
Don't know how to do it.
Oh my God.
2 hours on the clock! $10,000 on the line! You better be ready, because I already started the clock. Get to bacon, go.
All right. Hi, everyone. Of course, this is still the voice of hot dogs, as this is my channel. Welcome to it. And as you can probably tell, I am recreating the Netflix show Nailed It here on The Sims 4. We, of course, have the host, Nicole Byer, as well as our two judges, who I will introduce coming up soon. But this is a cooking, baking competition show, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Let's see who nails it and who fails it. Let's do this. Let's go.
So, since I am American, everything is based off the American version of Nailed It. So, our guest judges are going to be Chef Jacques, and then also me as the special celebrity guest. And the two of us, plus Nicole Byer, will go around and judge the creations of our three contestants. But obviously, we need to go ahead and meet those three contestants. So, let's go ahead and bring out the BFF household. You might recognize them from Willow Creek. However, I have given them a little bit of a makeover. Of course, we have Summer Holiday as well as Travis Scott. We don't know if there are love interests going on between Travis and the two girls. Obviously, the other girl is Liberty Lee, and the three of them are going to compete against one another and see who comes out on top as the best chef. The three of them are very smart and witty. All of them have skills in rocket science, technology, all that kind of stuff. But do they have skills in baking? No. All of them have zero skills in cooking and baking, and so that is going to be the fun of it. Hopefully they don't burn the place down. Now, you guys will have two chances at winning. In round one right now, we are going to start off with you guys having to make one thing of flavored ice cream with your choice of toppings and garnish, and then also a side of cookies, your choice of flavor. Now, there are no rules apart from make the closest thing you can to the two recipes we have provided. Now, on your mark, get set, bake. All right, we have Travis in the orange kitchen on the end towards your left. And then in the middle of everyone, we have Liberty Lee in the pink kitchen. And then at the end, all the way on the right, we have Summer Holiday in the green kitchen. Now, it is up to them whether they want to go ahead and start on their cookies or their ice cream. We see that Liberty Lee has gotten all of her ingredients together and has started mixing them in a bowl to create her cookies. So as Summer Holiday, it seems like she is going ahead and whipping up her cookies. Now, when it comes to the recipes, it's literally just whatever they had available to them. So some of them had different options than others, depending on their traits and stuff like that. All of them seem to be working on their cookies straight away. Travis seems to have liked the taste of his batter, but he is getting up and going, and they're all kind of switching around. We see that Summer Holiday actually got up and has snatched Liberty Lee's batter and went to go bake it, and Liberty had went and grabbed Summer's. Thankfully, there was kind of a mishap going on, and that canceled out what was happening. Travis has put his cookies into the oven, and Liberty is left. For some reason, she wanted to use his oven. She wanted to use everyone else's oven but her own. I did go ahead and correct them as they had gotten confused and canceled out what they wanted to do. All of them just got really confused. But however, Liberty has grabbed her own batter, and so has Summer Holiday, and they are now baking their cookies. However, Travis has just finished wrapping up his. It looks like he has gone ahead and started his ice cream, and his cookies seem to be just a plain sugar cookie. Liberty is just now pulling her cookies out of the oven, and they seem to be just sugar as well. And now she's going ahead and starting on her ice cream. And lastly, Summer pulls out her cookies, and they are done. And she actually has fun holiday spooky cookies. She just so happened to have that recipe and be able to cook those, and I think they look great. It definitely is unique compared to the other 2 sugar cookies, as she goes ahead and starts on her ice cream. The flavor for the ice creams are exactly the same. It's just whatever they had provided in their recipes on their own. All of them are just kind of standing around and waiting as they patiently wait for their ice cream to churn. I love homemade ice cream, and I feel like it's really hard to mess this up. It's easy to mess up cookies, kind of, but ice cream, not so much. It looks like Travis has finished up with his ice cream, and it's chocolate. And he has picked out what his garnish and topping is. Liberty's ice cream has just finished up as well. And she is completely done as she sets her ice cream down and picks her garnish and topping. And last but not least, Summer has finished hers. Now, of course, it isn't the placement or the timing that judges whether their ice cream and cookies are good or not. It is the look, the taste, and the uniqueness of the dish. So let's go ahead and gather everyone in the middle here, and we're going to have the judges go ahead and taste them one by one. Alright, so first up is Travis Scott. It looks like he has just made basic sugar cookies. However, they are in excellent condition. And for the ice cream, it's chocolate ice cream with strawberry toppings and whipped cream garnish. Which, I mean, you can't really go wrong with strawberries and whipped cream, especially with chocolate, giving you kind of a chocolate-covered strawberry vibe. And the sugar cookies kind of balancing it off with a bit of a vanilla flavoring. I think it's a pretty good combo overall with the cookies and the ice cream. All of it was in excellent condition. All of it was really well made. And clearly, by the judges' reaction, all of it tastes good as well. So let's go ahead and go on to Liberty Lee's. Now, we saw that she had also made just plain sugar cookies. However, she has also gone ahead and made plain vanilla ice cream. When it comes to her garnish and toppings, it looks as though she has rainbow sprinkles for the toppings and little flour for the garnish, which, I mean, doesn't really taste good. It's just actual flour, I'm pretty sure. So honestly, I'm not that into that. That kind of deducted a few points, as well as it just being vanilla ice cream. I prefer vanilla ice cream over chocolate ice cream. But in combination with just the sugar cookies and everything, I would say the flavor overall, I mean, the sprinkles don't add much flavor, so overall, it's all pretty bland. And then we also, of course, see that myself and Chef Jacques have to clean our dishes up and clean everything before we can move on. We're a pretty clean, cleanly crew. Wow, that alliteration? Is that what that is? I don't know. Alright, but last but not least, we have Summer Holiday, except her ice cream and cookies give off a totally different vibe. We're going for more of a Halloween holiday, as we have the spooky cookies that are sugar cookies, but with icing and decoration on top. So automatically, just for the decoration alone, she is winning in the cookie category. And then for the ice cream, it looks as she has made an orange sherbet, with the decoration and the toppings being mint and I think a kind of nut or something like that. I can't really tell. I have recorded all this game footage previously, and I'm now editing it and going over with voiceover later on, so I can't go back and check what the topping is. But I overall think that the ice cream had good effort. All of it had a really good uniqueness and flavor combo. So if we go back and we look at all the different combinations and everything that we have had, out of everyone, Travis, Liberty, and Summer, the winner of round one is Summer Holiday. You have won round one. This gives you a little bit of an advantage going on in round two, as the results of round two with the combination of round one will determine our winner. Normally you would win a little bit of a prize and then also the gold chef's hat. However, the prizes are lame. We are not sponsored, and I don't got a golden chef's hat for you. So we're going to go ahead and move on to round two. All right, so for round 2, you have a lot more options to pick from. However, obviously, with it being nailed it, you guys are going to have to make a cake. It can be a cake flavor of your choice. However, you do have to present us with a full cake. And then, as your second dish, you can choose between adding a side of cupcakes or a side of donuts. All right, it's all up to you. On your mark, get set, bake. So they're all off into their individual kitchens, and again, they just have to serve one full cake and either a side of donuts or a side of cupcakes. Flavoring and everything is all up to them. It looks as though Liberty Lee is first off to the little side pantry room, and that is where the cupcake and the donut makers are. So she is going straight to work on either her cupcake or her donut. I do not know why this object is so big. It's so inconvenient. I really don't understand it. But I had to include it. I had the space for it, and they look great. And then it looks as though Summer Holiday is starting to work on her cake. However, of course, as soon as the batter gets done, she gets up and leaves and has to go mess in other people's kitchens. So now she's in Liberty Lee's kitchen just in time for Liberty Lee to finish up with her donuts. It looks as though she has made just plain donuts. I can't tell right now if those are glazed or not, but she has set them in Travis Scott's kitchen, so hopefully he doesn't snag those. Meanwhile, she is starting work on her cake in there, while Travis, of course, had to go and get distracted in Liberty Lee's kitchen. It looks as though Summer Holiday did manage to pick up her batter, put it in her own oven, as well as we can see Travis Scott is doing that now. So even though they are getting mixed up, they are managing to follow the rules. Summer has finished her cake. It looks to be a winter holiday cake. She went from summer to spooky to Christmas now, and it honestly looks really beautiful. We see that Travis has just pulled his hamburger cake out of the oven, while Liberty Lee just put her cake into the oven. So all of them are past the halfway point in their recipes. We have Summer Holiday working on either her cupcake or her donuts, and Travis has just now joined her in the other cupcake or donut machine. Meanwhile, Liberty Lee is first to finish hers all together by making her plain vanilla cake. Alright, so the cupcakes are done for Summer Holiday, and she has made a couple of carrot cake cupcakes. Meanwhile, Travis has gone ahead and made a batch of powdered donuts. Now, as soon as they set all this down, that does conclude round 2 of Nailed It, and this will help determine the winner of today's competitions. So let's go ahead. They're going to get their food, place it in front of the judges, and we're going to have another taste test. Alright, so as we wrap up this competition, I do have to say I am shocked and so proud that none of you lit your kitchens on fire. You may not have known which kitchen was yours, however, everything went according to plan. So let's go ahead and start off with Travis. He has made a batch of powdered donuts as well as a hamburger cake. I love the combination of the hamburger and the donuts. It seems like a very Homer Simpson type meal. Chef Jacques seems to really like the donuts. Meanwhile, Nicole and myself have chosen to try the cake out. I think the visual of me in a hot dog suit eating a hamburger cake is a very interesting visual. And then of course I love the layers that represent the ketchup and the lettuce and stuff like that on the inside of the cake. So not only does it look good on the outside, but it looks good on the inside. And then moving on to Liberty Lee's, she has made a batch of glazed donuts as well as a vanilla cake with vanilla icing and sprinkles on top. I gotta say that has been her aesthetic this whole competition. In the first round she went with vanilla cookies, vanilla ice cream and sprinkles, and then now this time she's going with plain glazed donuts with vanilla cake with sprinkles. So she's sticking hard with the basic flavors. This isn't going to give her any bonus points for me, in my opinion, even though so far all of the food has still been excellent. Of course, we have to wait for my OCD self to go ahead and clean up everything, but we are going to go ahead and try to move on to summer holidays. Now, her dishes are amazing. She has this winter-themed cake, has white icing with fun decorations with like the pine cone, the flowers, the grass, leaves, whatever it is on the outside. It looks great. Nicole seems to love it, and the inside just seems to be a vanilla cake with vanilla icing. So even though it's plain, like Liberty is low, like Liberty's dish was, she at least decorated the outside. And then of course we have the cupcakes. She is the only one to make cupcakes and not donuts. And the cupcakes are actually carrot cake, which I feel like with little carrots on top, they look great with the cake along with their all excellent choices. So it's interesting that just the choices that she has made and that she was able to do, I think maybe her traits of being like creative or something like that ended up benefiting her and giving her that creative mind to decorate a lot of it. But that does go ahead and lead us to the results and our winner. So in third place, we of course are going to have Liberty Lee. Second place is Travis. And our winner is of course Summer Holiday. I mean, all of her dishes today have been amazing, unique, flavorful, colorful, and she is going to be our winner and taking home a trophy and some money. Of course, you can download all of these characters on the gallery at Singleton RW. The BFF household is one, and then the Nailed It crew and judges is another, as well as downloading the lot on the Sims 4 gallery at Singleton RW. It's going to be Nailed It Studio. It does have CC involved. If you want to know what CC I use, just let me know and I can let you know. And then I'll see you guys next time when I upload again. Bye.